get into the video, my goal by the end of May is to make it to 800 subscribers, which I know is a lot, but it means a lot to me if you would subscribe. Also turn on notifications. What's up guys, it's Em, and in today's video I'm going to be doing like a natural glowy kind of look for prom. This is the makeup that I did when I went to prom 3 days ago. I know that I say natural, but it's just because I use neutral colors. Anyways, I hope that you enjoy, so let's get into the video. I look a little sick right now, and I think I am sick. Today's the day after prom, so that's why I look really tired and gross, because I wore lots of makeup last night and I sweated my booty off. To start off, I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm lightly pressing it into my face so that way I can fill in all the nasty pores. While we wait for that to soak all in, we're gonna do some eyes, but only the eyeshadow. For the outer crease, I'm using Chocolate Donut from the Too Faced Totally Cute palette. Sadly, it doesn't smell like chocolate. I'm using a cheap old e.l.f. brush to blend. Then, using a small angled brush, I'm going to apply that same color under my eye for a more like smoky look, plus it just makes your makeup look 10 times better. Next, I'm using a NYX concealer with an e.l.f. concealer brush and applying it on my eyelids. This is acting as a base for our next step, which is my favorite step. It includes glitter. I'm taking Bella Pierre eyeshadow and applying it all over the place where we just put the concealer, plus my inner corner with a flat Eco Tools brush. Now our eyeshadow is done, so I'm going to try to make myself a little less gross by applying face products. For foundation, I'm using the Fit Me foundation. I actually ran out of my usual one, so I had to use a shade darker, and I look a little crazy. Then I'm using Fit Me concealer under my eyes and on acne. For those areas, I'm just using my fingers to give more coverage. Then, because I'm cheap and buy stuff last minute, I'm using an e.l.f. powder, which is surprisingly decent quality. It made my face really soft. Moving on to eyebrows, I recently got my eyebrows done and the lady kind of messed them up. So to try to fix that, I'm using an eyebrow stencil because I don't have time to draw them out. If you watch my videos, you know the drill. I use Prom from the Naked Basics palette with an Eco Tools angled brush and then a spoolie to like brush through my eyebrows. To add dimension to my face, I'm using the NYC bronzer in the hollows of my cheeks, my temples, jawline, and a little on my nose. To add color, I'm using Too Faced Love Flush on the apples of my cheeks, as people say. Then, to make me look like a glowy goddess, I'm using the NYX highlighter on my cheeks, brow bones, nose, and above my lip. Next, I'm doing lips by using NYX matte liquid lipsticks and a random lip liner. I mix exotic and lace detail together to get a pinky nude color. Before we set our faces, I'm going to curl my lashes and add the Tarte Lights, Camera, Lashes Mascara. If you want to spice up this look, you can use fake eyelashes, which is what I did at prom, but I used really natural ones just to make my eyelashes look slightly fuller. I don't know what that accent just happened was. Lastly, I'm setting my face with an e.l.f. matte finishing spray. That's all for this makeup look. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. The button is right here. And don't forget to check out my previous videos. Bye! Okay.